Simba, you ready to go? Yeah! You like the campsite? We're under this really big, I don't think this is an oak tree. I don't see acorns, but camping table, food box, fire pit, and then this beautiful view of the lake. Wow. Get out of the grass. He really wants to go into the tall grass, but ow. Oh, he's pooping, that's why. Never mind. All around here, the wildflowers are coming out in full force because of spring. But look at those. They almost look like Texas bluebonnets, but I'm not sure. If I find out what they are, oh, hello, Simba, I will put it up on the screen. Super pretty. Hey guys, long time no see. Today we are camping at Coyote Lake. That's Coyote Lake behind me. So beautiful. Honestly, I've never seen it this green, and I'm here with my little boy Simbies. We are doing a little solo camping trip, just me and him. It's my first solo camping trip ever. I've only ever camped with my partner and with my friends. I actually have another camping trip in 2 days with my partner and my best friend, so I'm really excited for that. No Simba, unfortunately, because he's really excited, so that's why he's tugging me everywhere, but he's being a little bit of a bad boy. I'm worried that he's gonna get ticks. I really hope he doesn't. I've been tugging him away from all of the long grass, but I can't not let him sniff everything. This place is seriously beautiful. I don't know why I haven't come here sooner. I have both cameras with me today, so if there's a slight switch in the camera quality, that's why. Oh my god, a vulture just flew over me. Oh. Oh my god. Oh, the crow is attacking the vulture. Oh my god. That's so crazy. He's chasing him away. Wow, nature's beautiful. Simba is honestly really tugging me. I decided not to set up camp right as I got here. That's what we usually do. But he is too full of energy and he will not sit still. So I'm going to tire him out. And then once he's tired, I'm going to tie him to the picnic table. And then I'm going to set up everything. And hopefully by then he'll be sleepy enough and tired enough to where he'll just let me do things without crying to me or complaining to me about something. But we'll see. Simba, you want to go down in the water? Go to the water. Get the water. Get the lake. No, he doesn't want anything to do with it. A ton of these little poops everywhere. I don't think they're dog poops because they're all too small. And most people who bring their dogs here, there's another one, have big dogs. So I think they are coyote poops. It looks like somebody made a little fire shelter. No, just a little shelter out of all the sticks here. Ooh, this would be good firewood. Although I don't think I'm allowed to collect any. I'm not going to use the fire, I'm going to use the butane grill. But look at that. Oh my god, there's turkeys on the other side. I don't know if you could hear that. Cool. I don't think I'm going to go that way because of all of this debris. It's probably going to be really bad for his paws, and I don't want to pluck splinters out by hand because I don't have tweezers with me right now. So we're going to go the other way. Back towards camp. Gosh, he is just being so bad. He's tugging like crazy and choking himself. He's too excited because it's such a new place. And we never go to beautiful places like this. At least we used to when I was a kid, but we don't anymore. So a couple of cool facts about Coyote Lake. It's located in the Harvey County Park in Gilroy. And the campsite that I'm currently staying at is called the Lakeview campsite. I wonder why it's called that. But the cool thing about this campsite, or just Coyote Lake in general, is that it's actually not a natural lake. It is a man-made reservoir, and there's still fish in it. There's like bass, crappie, bluegill. Those are the only ones that I remember from the site. And there's actually a ton of wild animals here, most notably wild boar, which that's kind of freaky. I've never seen a wild boar before. I kind of want to see one, but I'm also a little worried because I feel like Simba would try and pick a fight with one because he's an idiot, and I don't want that happening. But there's also turkeys. There are no bears, obviously. I think there are mountain lions, but my best bet is that they're on the other side of the lake, because this side with the campsite is pretty populated, and mountain lions don't tend to go to populated areas like that. There's also a whole bunch of vultures, like the one that I just showed you, being chased by that crow, and a ton of other cool birds and animals here and lizards. I want to explore this place a lot more, but because I'm with Simba, I kind of can't. I'll just have to book another trip here and really hike the entire way, because I really wanted to go that way with all the debris, but I can't bring Simba with me. I'm worried about his little pawpaws. Simba's literally turned me around. We were supposed to go that way for a really long time, but I think he has had enough of the wilderness. He tripped like 3 times because he keeps putting his feet into little holes, like little potholes made by chipmunks or something. And then also, he ran into a snake, which I didn't even see. It was so well camouflaged. Honestly, we're really lucky that it didn't bite him, because that would have been terrible. But yeah, I think he's had enough, but I wanted to keep hiking. But we'll see. Maybe he'll have a little rest in the tent, and then he'll be good to go later. Look at that beetle. Wow. Anyone know what this is? I don't know. This is the new tent that I'm trying out. It is the Pariah Outdoors Zion 2-person tent. I've already camped in my living room with this, so I know it's a really good tent. But this is the first time using it in the wild. I should have angled you guys up a little more. Oopsie. But here is where we will be camping. I'm gonna put it over there. That's the flattest area, and it's also the least covered in poop and just general shit. Ground sheet. Oh dear. I do not have a hammer. Uh-oh. What do I do? Shit. The ground is really, really tough. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Okay, so that was like the hardest fucking thing I've ever done in my life. I had to hammer it in with this rock. But, look at that. Isn't that so snazzy? Everything's nice and taut. The stakes aren't fully in, but like, dude, my arm is really tired. But yeah, isn't that so cool? And then I put the doors that way so I could open them and have a view of the lake in the morning. Hoo hoo hoo. Hoo hoo hoo. Hoo hoo hoo. Alright, after like an hour, we have the finished tent. So awesome and so roomy for a 2-person. Ugh, I love this tent. Here's what it looks like in the tent. I have my X-bed mattress, my home comforter. Didn't want to bring the sleeping bag because it's going to be way too hot tonight for that. All of my gear, my clothes. I'm in my comfy clothes right now. And then Simba's bed. He likes trying to dig through the tent because he thinks he can get out that way. He's still not 100% accustomed to the tent, but he's fine for the most part as long as I leave these doors open, or at least the rain fly up so he can see out during the daytime. But yeah, look at how much space I have up here. You got pockets. You can hang a lantern here. You have 4 pockets in each corner. Overall, this is a really nice tent. Oh my god, he's trying to lick me. And I think we're just gonna relax until dinner time. So Simba has his kibble and wet food dinner. My dinner is passion fruit tea and garlic scallops. I haven't tried this brand before, but I'm really excited. It looks really good. I've had the H Mart version, but this is half the price and you get the same amount. So, oh, and this one is spicy. Let's give it a shot. I'm gonna be cooking them on my butane stove today. Oh, Simba's coming over. He smells this. He already had his dinner though. So this is all for me. I have 12 of these. Not the most balanced meal that I've ever had. Obviously, there's no vegetables besides garlic, and even then, does that really count? I'm so excited for these. And just like that, 12 scallops down.
Good morning. I didn't get any footage of me going to bed because, if I'm gonna be honest, I went to bed extremely early. Me and Simba, we went to bed at like 7 p.m. We didn't have any more food to eat. The bugs were getting kind of bad, even with the thermocell, but because it was so windy, the thermocell wasn't really working. So I was like, you know what? It's fine. I'll just turn in. The tent was really, really comfortable, and it was quite nice, honestly. So I was like, we'll just get some early sleep, which I'm actually extremely glad that we did, because throughout the night, it got so damn cold and so windy that it made it hard to sleep. I made a big mistake by not bringing the 30-degree sleeping bag because, you know, shame on me. The weather forecast said it was only going to get to the low 50s, or no, the high 50s at night. So I was like, that's a whole, like, almost, like 25-degree difference. I'm just going to bring my thick quilt because this quilt has helped me and kept me warm in the past in those same temperatures. No, kind of my fault. I didn't account for wind. It was so windy last night. It was so loud. It was like I was sleeping in a giant trash bag, which is basically what you are doing when you're in a tent. But that combined with the sound of nature, which normally doesn't bother me, but for some fucking reason, okay, the turkeys were gobbling the entire night, and they're still gobbling right now. It was non-stop, and there were turkeys that were like next to the tent that were so fucking loud. I wanted to go out there and strangle them. Like, I'm joking, but I'm kind of not. They were so loud, and it was so annoying, and both me and Simba were having a hard time. Me more than him. He was nice and cuddled up by my feet. I put him under the blankies. He was nice and warm, and he also has fur, so he was honestly fine. Me, though, I was a little bit miserable, and for some reason my wrist aches really badly. I didn't do anything to make it ache today. Like, I didn't strain it or anything, but I think it's a cold. When I get really cold, my joints ache more. It got so cold that I even had to put Simba's blanket. This is Simba's blanket on top of me, and then on top of him also, because he was so cold. One cool thing though was that I could hear deer. There were deer calling each other on the opposite side of the lake. And then I also heard like coyotes, like, I don't know, I think they were coyotes. They were like weird dog cries, I think, also across the lake, so it couldn't have been one of the camp dogs. Man, the sound of frogs at this lake at night is deafening. It's all you can hear. So many frogs. But honestly, if I had brought a better sleeping bag, and if I had brought maybe a set of earplugs, this would have been one of the most comfortable sleeps ever, because completely by accident, I actually got the perfect, like, in-between feeling for my X-Bed mattress. Usually when I'm on my X-Bed, it kind of feels like I'm on a balloon. I don't know what I did differently today, so okay, maybe I am an X-Bed believer now, because that was really, really comfortable for both me and Simba. I'm probably never going to be able to replicate that again. Look at what he's doing. What type of sploot is this? What are these little paws? Poop, poop, poop. Shoop, shoop, shoop. Shoop. I think the next time I go here, I am definitely going to spend the entire time exploring and taking pictures and filming, because this place is so beautiful, honestly. I was shocked at how pretty it was here. I'm gonna pack up, I'm gonna go home, and I'm gonna eat that damn burger. So, I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye. Alright, we're all packed up and ready to go. Bye-bye, Simba! Say bye-bye to the beautiful campsite. Wow. Okay.